Hey. Hey. Oh. Hello, whoever's there. X-Raptor, new to the channel. Oh, fuck. Oh, and that, well done, X. And this is the $5 crystal champagne. And that's the wire I'm going to strip. Oh, just got to be careful. Normally when I strip this wire, I boil it in water. Then Fargo, you mean the Cop series? It's this, stripping this wire. And normally call it stripping the bottle. There you go. Oh. World's original. Yes, I'm at home, yeah. A lot cheaper. And that is the first one done. $65 to, yeah, it's, yeah, I know it's a bit early. I was thinking about what's the best time to do these videos. Are you working nights? I just wondered if we did that I talked on there, and then if we did, what do you call it? That thing where you can talk online. 11-hour shift. What is that? I can't remember, Brandon. What is it you do, pal? Is it kitchens? Cooking? Let's get something to start. Hi. 11 a.m. in England. Does everybody get fed up in England with fucking Brexit? I've just been watching. Have I got news for you? It's very funny if you don't know what it is. For anyone who's not from England. Welding. I've got a welding mask downstairs. Someone gave me a welder. Brand new, not been used. Fucking Brexit, a right pain in the arse. Apparently, if you're white and working class, you're a cunt. Stupid cunt, that's what they say. Yeah, it's gotta be just driving everybody insane. On the fucking news every day. Now then, our kid, Yorkshire Needs. I think I've seen you before, Anna, pal. Where are you from? Leeds? Yeah, let's not talk about it in here, because it's fucking... I've got this fucking sharp knife here, so please stop talking about Brexit. Or Trump. For $4, $5. That's fucking good. What's that? 540 yen. £4. East Yorkshire. What fucking Humber? Hull. I've only been to Hull once, and I was doing I did a 2-week course in Holland on a aircraft. It wasn't aircraft. It was a landing craft course in Holland, and I came back from Holland by ferry. Then I went across the country to Hull. Oh no, that's it. I came back to Hull. Then I went to Manchester, and then to Manchester Airport, and then to fucking Spain. I was a posh boy. Yeah, no, it wasn't amphibious. It's what it wasn't amphibious because they just took it to the. What we did, we just learnt how to get into the landing craft and get out of the landing craft. That was in near Texel. We went to, I think it was Sweden. I forget which town. Went across the bay to a place called Texel. So like, I was just about to start saying before, when I do these, I usually boil them in water, so that it's really easy to strip. No, I've never done that. No, that's too much messing about. But anywhere in Japan now, you can't start fires. They fucking call the cops straight away, burning anything. I think the only people that can burn shit are farmers, and if you're preparing food. So my friend makes food for about 20 dogs, something like that, 30 dogs, and he's got a massive pot, and he uses wood to burn it. Oh, you're in Japan now? Yeah, where did I see that? I forget where that was now. Someone was covering it in a video. I watched that video the other day. Who the fuck was it? Oh, it was on. Was it on? Who the fuck covered that? I can't remember. Which Canadian guy? Chiba Ken. I don't think I've been there. My friend's living there. Will. He's called Will. Yeah, I just paid the rent today. I got my credit card, borrowed money, paid rent. Then I've got to take all this, get all this stripped. Hopefully take it in the next couple of days. I once drank a bottle of that French wine too fast. Fucking hell, that made me head fucking creak. Cat snake been it's shit because I've lost my license. Simple. But I will buy some lotto tickets tomorrow to try and win $9 million, £7 million, or 100 million, 1,000 million yen. In Japan, they have a if you put money into like bonds, you can get 4%. Did you get a good load, Brandon? Oh, really? Okay. Please click on the bell. Nice, $700. That $700 doesn't go far these days. I had 2 points on my license. One, I was just about to come home and I took the fucking belt off. Cunt copper was coming the other way, and then I was at the supermarket looking for my stolen bike. I'd got a red cap on and I thought it was my helmet. Got fucking stopped again. Excuse me. What did I do today? Not a fucking lot by the looks of things. Yep. Well, now I've got five. Yeah. If you just send the money to, you can, and then send me your name and address, and then I can send it to you. Or if you come into Japan, you can pick one up. Kobe and the gyoza. I fucking know the other week. I was looking at some gyoza today in a Chinese window. Oh, that was yesterday. Fucking 480 yen at Nagoya Station. And I went to this Chinese the other week. I made a video, but I didn't post it. The worst fucking Chinese I've ever eaten. The, I think the best ones are what I'm used to is Osho. Under to about 200 yen. Kombini gyoza, oh my god. They taste alright? What? Yeah, so my Enzo at yahoo.com. I'll go to PayPal, then type in my Enzo at yahoo.com and my name will come up, and then you just put some money in there. But the thing is with Osho, I had to fucking complain so many times because they'd sent it, they'd give it me like burnt to bits or fucking too greasy. And I just said, no, I'm not having it. Fucking give it to a Japanese. Cook it right. Just to show them the photograph. Cook it like it's on this fucking menu here. There were a few months ago. I was at the bench watching, and then they cook it, and then they put like some water in, and the fucking steam is a massive amount of steam comes off. But the next time he did it, the plate wasn't hot enough, and you could tell because the steam didn't rise, just a little bit of steam. So I knew there was something wrong, and he had to throw those gyoza away. But Japanese will fucking accept them when they burnt to fuck. I can't eat them like that. It's when they cook right, you can get that really nice smell of the garlic. Do you think my title was like a bit clickbait? Yeah. When's that gonna explode? Well, newspapers always fucking come out with it. Yeah, it could explode anytime. Fuck man, it's on with this. Hey, that's not bad at 400 yen. Which make? That's 400. Is it Chilean or which country makes it? Well, I am stripping. I've got proof that it's down there. You know, this might not be hot enough yet. It's not. See, there you go. Strip. Hey. I think when I get through most of this bottle, I'll have to stop because I'll cut my fucking fingers off. Hey, I haven't heard that one, Espacio. That's good, 400 yen. It's pretty good, that. Special offer. Oh, really? Be careful in fucking Manchester. A few years ago, there was an Indian lad. There were like 7 Indians on the studying at Mumist, and they went out for a night, and this little cunt went and fucking put a gun to one of their heads and fucking killed him. 3 o'clock in the morning. Fucker. Nah, I'm not from that area, but I used to go to that area. I'm from Sheffield. That's Manchester. Yeah, like, just be careful, mate. You know, don't walk the streets at night, get in taxis. Is it a good university? I might fuck myself up drinking this really quick. Go to top. What's that? Are you talking about the rest? Are you talking about the supermarket there? Top one. Oh. When I used to go to the Royal Marine Reserve in Whalley Range, my uncle had a warehouse, and I used to I used to supply the beer and chips, the crisps, peanuts for the barracks, for the mess. Some nights I used to stay over, like sleep the night, and go back to Sheffield in the next morning. We used to have an acting major, and he was a fucking Conservative MP. And the cheeky cunt like fucking said, I've got like a fat stomach. But I was the fittest Marine there, but he still said you got a fucking fat stomach. No, I've never had jelly deals. I've never had jelly deals. Walter, all right, pal. Top rank in Sheffield, yeah. I used to. Not, I didn't go many times, but I've been there a few times, yeah. I used to go to the limit. We used to go to the limit fucking like 2 or 3 times a week, me and my brother. Who did I see there? The limit, I saw Madness. Not Madness. No, the one with the big fucking punk group with a big fucking bald-headed member. What's that group called? Punk group. Yeah, it used to go to Leadmill as well. That was a good fucking night out at Leadmill. A bit poserish like. It's shut down now, I think. Is that jelly deal popular in London? Because yeah, I think my favourite places were the Leadmill and the Limit. No, never been to China. I had 1 week in Hong Kong. Hong Kong, fucking shit. The next, I went into this room, and the cunt next door is about 2 o'clock watching the fucking TV or something or radio. And I found the landlord that says, "You better come and give me money back for before I kill this kid." And he fucking came. He came round the next morning, and he gave me all my money back minus 1 day. And then I booked a flight. I could have got a job, but I was on the phone. I got a job, and he says, "Oh, you." I didn't even go to the school. He says, "Oh, the job's yours." I says, "You haven't even seen me." She says, "It doesn't matter. The job's yours." I wasn't too sure in a place like that. Yeah. Fuck, this is a bit long, this one. Eh? Fuck, I saw the clock and it said 22:59. I said, fucking hell, it's almost 11 o'clock already. Yeah, well, I thought the Hong Kongs were rude cunts. The fucking rents was expensive. Places were small. Beer was expensive. And I just thought, fuck that, going back to England. I went back, when I opened my bar, I went back to England to get some stuff. And I called in on a mate on the way back. He was an expat. And he got a nice place. Working for KPMG, is it? Something like that? Ow! Fucking hell, that's on. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Ay, ay, ay. Durham. My uncle went to live in Durham many, many years ago. And that's obviously, everyone knows that is where the Pink Panther comes from. Hey, now someone mentioned, you might be in later. Someone mentioned about doing I've got a room back there. I've got a room and it's full of all Japanese stuff. And what I was thinking of doing is putting on a camera, but I want it to go around the room, so it like films, so you can see all the fucking different Japanese things in the room. This is some good stuff in there. You might be drinking coffee, but I'm drinking cheap champagne, cheap bubbles. That's fucking thing, isn't it? That's Malcolm, not Malcolm X, Malcolm Jackson, Michael Jackson. His monkey was called Bubbles, weren't it? No, it's not a case of that. I just collect. Well, I was lucky because a company I go to, they told me not to take the wire, but because I take, because I took some crap, so I took some wire. But the other week, they had a load of fucking this thick cable, so maybe 30, 40 kilograms. So I thought I'd help myself. What are you doing, Kurt? Watching TV, having a drink? I used to when I was fucking in my fort when he just had the kids. Fuck. This fucking copper's getting hot now. Mr. Donuts. Oh, okay. How many did you get, Kurt? Sorry, I didn't see that question. You can get one, but I got one a long, long time ago. But it was about 4,000 yen. Where is Crystal? She's down there. I should be so lucky. I think I did once meet a girl called Crystal. Where was she from now? Yeah, but she was a fucking. That's right. This girl called Crystal. She was a gymnast. This is Crystal. Well, you get a takeout coffee, but you can drink all you can drink all you want from there, can't you, at Mr. Donuts? Crystal Cox. You'd have thought the fucking parents had thought a bit more about that name, wouldn't you? There was a guy I used to work with at Telecom. His name was Richard Soul. So when he put R, so when he just signed his signature name, it would have been R Soul. That was a really fucking bad choice. Yeah, anyone out there having kids, think of your fucking kids' names before you name them how they're going to turn out. You know the what you call him, the guy from. They had that kid, famous people, celebrity. They called her Apple, didn't they? With Chris Martin and that chick. So they called their daughter Apple. When Chris Martin's father found out, he went bananas. Harry Butts. No, but there's a load of Pakistanis called Butt. B-U-T-T. Yeah, I guess if you to remember, she memorized all the fucking telephone directory to get into the that mate's group. Yeah, I can remember that. Along to Moon Unit, fucking stupid cunt. The naming the kid that. I hope she didn't fucking grow up with craters in her face. Exactly, Walter. Well, you know that Dweezil, Dweezil fitter. Well, Mr. Donuts was going to open a donut store in India, but it was going to be like there's a town in India where all the guys are all eunuchs, and they was going to call it Mr. No Nuts. Dweezil's Donuts. Let's go and get some Dweezil's Donuts. They shouted. Fuck, man. Fucking wine wants to make you sleep. Admiral Donuts. That's a fucking famous thing, innit? In America. Did you ever, Kurt, did you ever tell your Japanese students what shinami is? That doing it. Did you never explain to them the difference between rice and lice? Because a lot of Japanese people, when they say for Gohan, they say instead of saying rice, they say lice. So usually when I tell them what lice is, they get a bit shocked. Yep. Yeah, but it's not dated. It's not dated to the kids that have never heard it. I wonder if it's been on TV. What's a big A? I've never heard of that. Is it a shop or something? We've got a Tim Apple here. Well, that's good. Well, maybe in your, maybe in your school. Uh, no, I never heard of that. It's not in this area. Fuck, man. Maybe I should turn it off. Do any of you guys watch? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Do the R and L's? Yeah. Do any of you? What I was going to say then, fucking forgot. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that the other day. Read it somewhere. But you know, when they set up the franchisees for these shops, they fucking rob them blind, and then they just want them to fail. Then they bring in another fucking franchisee. In fact, before, what they used to do when the shop, the franchisee wanted to sell the out of date stuff or close to date stuff, but the people that ran it or set up the lawyers, not only did they not allow them to do it, they charged them a fee for getting rid of the out of date food. So they fucking ripped them off. I heard one near me was like 400,000 yen for the rent. And 50 cents. Do you know, like in England, when we were kids, or when we were young, teenagers, early 20s, we used to have like a talent night on the Sunday nights. People used to get up and do songs. Do you have that in America? Yes, but well, of course, if you're doing a job and someone's giving you like a fucking 1,000 yen an hour or 11 yen an hour, and you can work 10, 11, 12 hours, that's great. But for the shop owner, he's got to pay those wages, and if no one's coming at the shop, that if you're paying him fucking that kind of money all through the night, but you're selling fuck all, that then the owner wants to close the shop during those hours. Kurt, what you told us that was what, mate? Simpsons, yeah, I haven't watched that for a long time. When I used to look after my kids when they were between like 0 and 5, and one day my son, he was fucking biting the tire of the car, and then I realised it was when the Simpsons went to New York, and that's what Bart was doing. I don't know what. I think they fucking stopped doing Harpoo because everybody was taking the piss out of fucking Indians when they went to the when they went to the convenience stores. So they felt sorry for them. Which then if they I guess it could someone could bring a lawsuit. Oh my god. No, no, I think I'll be here for quite a while. If I don't, I might now I've fucking started this. I might go and get got a other one and go to yakitori maybe. Yeah, I think I'm drinking this too quickly. Yeah, you finished that bottle already? Fuck, man. I went to this is about a year or two ago. I went to the Walmart in Japan, and it was like 500 or 600, something like that. 600 for a bottle, but if you bought two, I ended up drinking both bottles. That yeah, I wouldn't totally recommend it. Drinking two bottles at once of wine. Spit it up, Fanny Fred. Yeah, do you remember what was that show they were on? Where they did bar table football and I can't remember the other ones. Darts and bar table football. Game of Thrones level 1, yeah. I've only watched a bit of the Game of Thrones, and I did a piss take video. The privileged white, that privileged white bullshit. So I did a privileged white Game of Thrones with those warriors, but I was like fat. April 14th, what's that? Sheffield 9? What is S9, mate? I think that Game of Thrones, when they brought Ed Sheeran into the fucking series, that was total bollocks. Season 9, of what? Premier League? No, that didn't start then. What am I talking about? That's still going on, isn't it? Indoor league, yeah. It was good, but I remember a few years ago, season 9. Wow, I'd have to catch up. I like that. Girl that's on television. She said she had a fucking aneurysm, and she's gorgeous. That girl. She's really cute, quite sweet. Yeah, Fred Flintstone. Fred Truman. To people that don't know, Fred Truman was a British sportsman in the game of cricket, a fast bowler. But in Sheffield, what we do, or in Yorkshire, we say love, as a term of affection or greeting, or, you can say it to a man or a woman or a kid, all right, love. You can also say it to men as well as women. But Fred Truman, the big man, he said that he'd never said it to a man. I thought, what are you fucking on about? You do say it to men. You say love to men as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and Yorkshire legend, of course, because he taught everyone how to speak Yorkshire. Do you ever play cricket, pal? Is that on Netflix? That Game of Thrones? Because I've got Game of Thrones now. I've got Netflix now. Oh, okay, yeah, I played at school. Well, I played at school. I couldn't get in the school team though. Discrimination, and but I used to play with our neighbours all the time. It's on Amazon. I'm not going to fucking Amazon. Fuck that. I think Netflix has been good, like for $10. It's but like in America, you pay like a massive amount for your TV and computers, don't you? I pay 6,000 yen for the phone and the computer and the internet, and the Netflix is $10, 1,000 yen. But I think it's really good. Do you ever play? Oh, we had hockey at our school. Do you ever play that? That's a good game. Grass hockey, not ice hockey. You remember that guy? What's Momoa? Jason Momoa. Well, I saw that fight when he got cut across his chest, and that woman put the fucking poultice on and killed him. I've had worse fucking cuts than that on my fucking head, my thumb, my fucking toes. I've had worse than that, and I've just fucking cleaned them up and left it as they were. Fucking Hawaiian puff. I don't think there's a sea in Tech, mate. Well, not in Yorkshire, Sheffield anyway. Called Drago. Yeah, I saw him on Graham Norton show, and this is how stupid it gets in America. The guy's voice Hawaiian, so I guess is American, sort of. And they didn't even realise that he was fucking American and he could actually speak English. So after they were shown him that, he didn't get much work. What for? What's 1,800 yen? For Netflix, what have you got? I pay about $10, $11 here. And I've got it at home, and I pay an extra 900 yen for my daughter. So you got family members back home? What you mean, like your wife or your mum or something like that? Yeah, suppose like that. If people are watching it in 2 locations or 3 locations, really fucking, it's really cheap, isn't it? Wow, that's fucking cheap, isn't it? I saw like Apple are doing something, but it looks really boring. They've fucking got magazines you can read or something. Who wants to read a magazine over the fucking network? Mama is Samoan, is he? Yeah, so I think when he died, then she was pissed off with everybody, then she burnt everybody to death. And then she came out showing her tits off with fucking building on fire behind her. That's what you call an exit. Or is it Queen Tarzarian has left the building? Yeah, that's what I thought, Hawaiian, yeah. Oh. I was looking for the book. I've got no ice in the fridge. Well, yeah, that's because fucking the Hawaiian girls were good looking and all the fucking guardian wanted to shag him. Yeah, of course it is, but I feel sorry for the descendant of the original king. He's in fucking prison. And it's just businessmen, they stole that fucking country, businessmen. Shagging mix. No, but if I've been there many times to Hawaii, and you know a lot of the the girls, because they're all Asian mix and they're very attractive until they get to about 25 and they start putting all those spam sandwiches and the chicken. That's it, must have been. I've never eaten one of those. They look disgusting. Though that's a good thing with China, Chinese and Japanese, a lot of weight doesn't look good. With the face and it just, ugh, it doesn't look good. But that's why you see a lot of Japanese women, like 40s, 50s, 60s, they're still slim. Yeah. No, the first girl I went out with in Japan, she took me to a royal host with a sister. Spam breakfast. Yeah, well, I think we had it in England, spam. But it's just the way they eat it in Hawaii with the musubi. Oh my god, spam on a muffin with a piece of pineapple. That's quality right there. I am of course being sarcastic. Yeah, we didn't stop too far from the Diamond Head, but I never walked up it. We had, we had a month after my daughter was born. She was about a few months old. Yeah, she was about 3 months old. We went to Hawaii for a month. It was great. Yep, in Japan, the old people, they're still fucking climbing these mountain walks and mountain paths. We stayed in 3 places, just small cheap places, about 10,000 yen a night, $100 a night for like for 30 nights. We changed 2 times. Can you see a nose from Diamond Head? Well, we had a car. We never had. I wasn't pulled over once. We were driving around in a car. Yeah, just smiling at Kurt's comment. Japan 101. Nope, I was stopped in America a few times by the police, but that was like just speeding. I didn't realize they could, if they were coming in the opposite direction. I didn't realize that they could check how fast you were going. But he didn't give me a ticket, that guy, so I was okay. Yeah, in England they have like a gun, or they have to set something up outside the room, or speed cameras. Now this is what, do you know what this is? This is a Japanese toast knife, but I wanted to do a video, and I've got some, like, when I do it, Indian, dress up as an Indian. And then this is for the red mark, and I'm going to put the red mark there. And it's like, every morning I wake up, I gotta put on a little makeup, just what I got to do. Oh, really? Oh, I'll have to try that one. No, well, there's a joke in England now where the people scratch off the red mark, and then they say, "Oh yeah, I've won on the lotto." No, I don't know what the red mark. Obviously it's something to do with religion. Yeah, I want to do another Indian video actually. I've got the so oh hey. Oh, so this is one of the turbans that I made. So it's like pink light cloth, but it's a right pain in the arse. But I need to like sew it up properly, because to fold it up and then put it on is quite a bit of a task. No, but like wherever people are from, you can't get too upset if someone makes a joke about where you're from or what you're doing. I went to London. People were taking the piss all the time, just copying my accent. Honestly, it's just human nature when you hear a different accent that you mimic it, especially if it's strong accent or it's like a Cornish accent or a Newcastle accent or a Yorkshire accent, which is mine. That's what I thought, Kurt, Japan 101. But I was talking to someone that had been to India, and I've heard recent from a few places that India stinks like shit. And I said to this guy, "Is it true it stinks like shit?" And he said, "Yes. All the cows and the shit in the street. What can you expect?" There is no sanitation system in India. That's if the shit on the river, that's a song right there. Oh yeah, like I say, it's one of the places I wanted to go to as well. Especially looking like I look. There was a famous guru in America. Oh, we're there. Reconnected. Through. His wife said to me like Osho, and I thought she mentioned Osho, and I thought, how the fuck Rolls Royces? And they actually came from their hometown. Their hometown. King of the road. Yeah, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of a, what you call it, a parody of the, you know that song, what you call it, the King of the Road song, Kurt? Ain't got no cigarettes, take a shit on the railway tracks. Bloody, yeah, well, just, yeah, well, there's lots of, I think, yeah, well, there's lots of stuff in there. What about gobbledygook? Stephen Fry in the Blackadder 4, he uses gobbledygook. I think I'm going to use that word more often. What about shite? Yeah, I don't know if you saw that Indian restaurant food the other week, but the lady from there, she was from Nepal, not Indian, but it's not too they're not too far apart. But she was very very cute and nice, and a little kid like really really beautiful. This little 3 or 4 year old girl. I remember chatting up a an Indian girl at the Red Rock in Nagoya, and I was getting really friendly with her, and I was like, you know, intimating that I'd like to take her out, and she said to me, "Sir, I'm very sorry, we cannot be friends." Jai Boliki. I guess that's something Indian. Is that shit in a basket, Walter? Jaldi, jaldi. I think if you Hindi is very. If you speak Japanese, Hindi is very easy. It's very similar. Praise to Shiva. Jaboliki. Jai Mata di. Jai Mata, Mata ne, that sounds Japanese. Jai Mata di. So that's a new, someone just come up on the outskirts there. Sai, what's your name? Sai Fuddin. You lost the feed, does it come by again? Jaba Sai Ba. Arija. Bye Sai. Oh, cool. Which city are you in? Please click on the bell so you get notified next time I come online. Okay, yeah, I know where that is. Korsai. Actually, maybe I've actually taught in Korsai, just near the border with the Toyohashi. Yeah, someone mentioned this guy to me the other week, bald and bankrupt, and he got like someone like put in a good word for him. I meant to send him a note, but I don't know if he'll give me a shout out. I don't know if it's worth anything now. Yeah, I know that Harold as well. Yeah, I saw someone $400 for a haircut in India. Did you see that video? Mr. Adel Balda. I wonder if does it mean bald? From Norway. My one best night of sex was with a girl from a postwoman from Norway, Anna Rita. Saifuddin, what are you doing in that area? Are you a computer programmer, a software, something like that? The real fight, yeah, she was all night, man. What it was, they were stopping at the same place. I asked to take her out, and when we were drinking, I was throwing my drinks into like a plant pot, and so she was getting really drunk, and I was like, okay. And the bad person that I am, I took advantage of that. But it was a fucking 5 hours, brilliant night. Okay, yeah, I took someone, I actually moved some Filipinas to that area, maybe about a year ago. The dog died, it wasn't friendly, we couldn't get anywhere near it. It died, unfortunately. But I used to have one of those dogs, and my daughter now tells me they adopted 2 cats. But see, the thing with those dogs, they're lap dogs, and they need to be they need to be with someone all the time, especially when they're young. They need to be with a human being, because that is what they were bred for, to provide company for people. Yeah, you can, if they're small enough. Yeah, you can put them in a basket. You can take your pets with you. It's not you train them right. It's in that dog was probably it was his friend's daughter time, and the dog needs companionship. And if they don't, they turn nasty. Or for example, they were cruel to the dog. I don't know, because it will rip things up. Do you have a pet or something, Saifuddin? You know something like the mosquitoes are late this year. I've only had one or two mosquitoes, so I guess it was a cold March. What, do you want to get one of those dogs? The Italian Greyhound, yeah, the Italian Greyhounds are great. Very, very friendly dogs. Apart from that one. Because they're very, very timid. The breed goes back to the Pharaohs. Yeah, so you get. So anyone that's new here, if you can just click on the notification bell, then when I come online, I'll make a video, then it'll pop up. Is up north where? Is this in America? That you got a West Nile virus. Yeah, you got to be fucking careful in America because they fucking knock people out. You know, they put them in fucking comas. So be careful. In Japan, the mosquitoes aren't dangerous. I'm sure that if that West Nile virus was in there, I'm sure that people they would warn you that it's there. One's just come up. As they've heard me talking, one's just appeared. Yes, very lucky the mosquitoes here are harmless. Get one of those mosquito nets. Northern Ontario. Well, that's not the capital, is it? I met two young men on the train the other day. They were from they were exchange students. They were from Vancouver. Oh, really? Is that yeah, that's another bad one because that's usually Malaysia they shot. Malaysia, Philippines, dengue fever. Yeah, that's. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. I'll be careful if I go there. If I win on the lotto on Friday, then that will be my first destination, Okinawa. Yep, Otto, that is right. Okay, it's a question which I surprised the answer with by this dude from, where was he from now? Africa. What is the capital of Burundi? Yeah, when you ask about travelling with pets and trains, but obviously if it's a small pet like a cat or a small dog, you're not going to get like a large dog in a bloody in a basket. You can't stand the Frenchies. Are the Frenchies in that part of the world? I thought they were all in Quebec. Is my mate back yet from the fucking A1 shop? Yorkshire Needs or Yorkshire Needs? No, I don't. Like I said, it's one of those things. Once you've had a drink. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. So Ontario is the state and Quebec is the city. I thought Quebec itself was a state or something. So last night, was it last night? I was speaking with two French girls and I was practicing my French with them, which I learned 45 years ago. And I had a really good time, and so did they. You know, we're just chatting away. And one of them was very tall and very slim, very glamorous, and she had a very, very sexy shorts on. It was very lovely. Hey, Corey, all right, pal? Did you go for a shower or something? What time is it? Hang on. Just click in time and date in America. Timeanddate.com. It's just 9 o'clock, so it's still early. Fat burn. I've got a message. I've got a message on the email. Corey, I'm looking at my email now. Fat burner, was it you that sent that one? The Diet Revolution that took the Shark Tank by storm. That's a fucking con, that one. Nope, I got the Beard Papa logo. That was good, thanks. Yeah, I got that one. Did you send one after that? Ethical hackers unite to combat surveillance tech. Yeah, I did. Yeah, thanks. It's funny. Maybe I should print it out and take it to Beard Papa in the local supermarket at Cameo Time. Reporters. Yeah, I thought you just finished work, Corey. Oh, you got to pick it up, are you, X? I don't know what he's doing, but it's that cheap. Maybe he's got some money and it's very cheap to live in Kenya. Someone slagged me off for saying I wouldn't live in the Philippines. I would rather live in Kenya. But I don't know what happened to Ryan. You know, you just went to Kenya. You went to a new place. And he'll stay there if it's good for him. But someone brought up a point about japanchannel.com. You can't comment on his programs, on his videos. And they all also pointed out, if there's no comments on your videos, then that is a downside to your channel. And maybe because Ryan also stopped people commenting on his videos because 60 or 70% of the comments were negative because he's a twat. And so maybe that's what happened with his channel. He decided to come back into the OK Corral. Corey, didn't you just finish a shift, mate? Yeah, but like I said, that was, of course, Ryan's fault because it's mainly negative comments. Same with the television shows. The television shows, you know, Britain's Got Comments, Britain's Got Talent, and all those channels, because a lot of the kids are from young kids and they're making negative, shitty comments, so they don't like allow. Because if the acts, the young people, men and women, if they see all the negative comments about them, then it's not going to be good for them. So they don't allow comments. Yeah, the TV shows, you know, the talent shows. Chris, try and search it out, mate. I don't know if they have it, you know. Well, it says here Palacio de. But my brother told me once that he had some crystal. He's not impressed with it. But at the end of the day, it's just fizzy wine. And some are better. The orange label, that's quite good. I like that one. My mate, he won a bottle of fucking 1996 rosé, and it was a what do you call the top? What do you call the top champagne one? You know, it's about 10,000 in a bottle. He won a bottle of that. He gave it to me, and I took him out for a night. It's like fucking 40,000 yen for this bottle of rosé champagne, 1996. So I thought I've got to be online for sex with the wife. Fucking, I got she tossed me off. That was it. Fucking a 40,000 yen bottle of wine. Fucking no sex. Can you believe it? Well, I've got this PC. It's an XPS. Then I was trying to set it up. I was trying to upgrade the. I was trying to upgrade the memory, but I couldn't figure out what memory it needed. Then I got a connector. I couldn't connect that, so maybe for now I've just got too much on me, too many things to do. Hey Jay, how's it going, pal? 1 o'clock lunch break. No, I'm sure she's doing okay. Like if we're getting free, I've got like I've got a friend I know in Osaka, and also got Kurt who's close to Osaka. I'd like to see, and another guy from he's a Spanish, he's a Venezuelan American. He's got a channel, so I'd like to. There's a few people I'd like to see in Osaka, but once I get everything sorted out, so it could be another month though. No, I did. I went into a shop and they couldn't fucking help me. Asking, I gave them, I took down all the information from the computer. They couldn't help me. And that's it. I just wanted strip, and I've been stripping wire. I've got proof. I've got proof here. There you go. That is the wire that I was stripping. That is the cristall. It could have been a little bit clickbaitish, I don't know. Just think there's only one letter difference between wire and wine. More wire or more wine? Like today I was thinking of doing a Nomiho diet. But if I do that, I don't fucking get them. I don't do much the next day. So I could go to the yakitori, and that is 1,400 yen for about 2 hours, because you get the last drink at 90 minutes. But it just fucks me up. And then there's another one at another Japanese style restaurant, Washoku, and that is about 1,000 yen or 1,200 yen. But it's just like a fucking drinking session, and it's a lot better with this if you got someone with you drinking. Where was that near where you live, Corey? Yeah, but Westville, I made a stripping machine. But the thing is, with this multi-core cable, I can't strip it in the stripping machine. But no, but I'd rather do that. Look, even if I had got a really good job, let's say I was earning 500,000 yen a month, $5,000 a month, and I got like fucking half a ton of fucking wire. If I got half a ton of wire, let's see this. This is half a ton of wire. Now this is like maybe 65% to probably 80% copper. This is a very thick, it's 80% copper. Now this, if I took this into the shop, I could get maybe 300 yen per kilo. But if I take off the skin, I get like 650 yen per kilo. So take 20% away for the weight of the skin, I get an extra 200 yen. And if I've got like fucking 50 kilos or 100 kilos, I am not going to give that profit to the fucking scrap man. I'm going to take it. And that's the difference. You've got to fucking strip it yourself, because that's where the value is. And what did it fail, Corey? That izakaya? Well, they're not easy to run overseas because it's if they're too pricey, the locals won't go in, and if there's not enough Japanese foreign businessmen supporting it, then it's hard to make a profit. 20 years ago, 30 years ago in London, a sushi chef was £40,000 salary, £800 a week. Well, yeah, like if the owner was a bit of a prick, then obviously people aren't going to go. They're not going to give him their business, are they? So, was he Japanese or was he foreign? Or should I say, was he non-Japanese? Where's that? I had a fucking ticket in the other day. Where's that? This is. Yeah, but you know, being a decent person, being a good person is key. it's key to having like that kind of business. You've got to be nice to people. People have got to like you and respect you. And if you're charging too much and you're ripping people off, people just won't go back to your fucking shop. It's as simple as that. There's a local old Japanese guy that fucking ripped me off. And he knows he did. His wife knows I did. I've still got to get even with that cunt. Well, imagine that though. You've got these Chinese shops. These sushi shops, Japanese shops close by. Are there lots of these shops in your town or your city? Yeah, like I said, I'm guessing that you went into the shop and like you're saying I like anime and things like that and trying to be friendly, and then he's just fucking dismissing you or something like that. But it's cool, like I think it's cool that people like, that people like someone's culture, and you should like obviously be friendly to those people and make them like help you. What do you mean they're just not based? What do you mean they're not enough for your taste? You mean they should be better or something? For example, it's not so Japanese. If I could ever get my shop opened up again, I've got the cases where they put the fish in. I've got two of those. I've got one in the warehouse and I've got one on the front. They're very, very expensive. But I was thinking of maybe doing some sushi or doing some sashimi. Yeah, this is what I was saying on a video the other day. How you can tell if someone's a good person or they like you when they see you, when they see you out and about. They acknowledge you and they say hello. It's as simple as that. If they don't acknowledge you, don't say hello, then they really don't give a fuck about you. Today, you might have seen this little. I don't want to be rude, but she's on the she's on maybe some on the videos from Gusto, the live broadcasts. She's probably popped her face in on one of those, but she has been hit by several people with several ugly sticks. And she went past my place today, but she never like nodded her head or never smiled or waved. It's just. Oh, okay, so there's not enough for what you pay for. Big gamer anal. What can I say? We don't use some great truffle cheese. So the real truffle in the cheese, that could be good. Pricey, but could be good. As I was talking to my mate in Osaka at the moment, and we mentioned, because I thought of it before, like a 24-hour broadcast. It's funny you should mention that. When I did, I've never heard of Dutch babies, but I've actually made a dessert with a Yorkshire pudding, and I put in like custard and fruits. It was like a right abortion, but it actually tasted good. It looked awful, but it tasted good. Oh, your bike, pal. You get your bottle of wine. Yeah, like truffle. Yeah, that. Fucking hell, man. Truffles in nachos. That could bring the crowds in. When I used to make Yorkshire puddings, I found tins that big, about 21 inch, I think. But my grandma used to make a big square tin, fucking massive. Western restaurants, if they run properly, they do very well, and if they're in the right place, because there are lots of people from all the from Boeing and places like that on contracts on per diem. So if it's a nice place, they do well. No, really, are you a fan? Does he know you? Are you a fan of his? Yeah, that'd be good if you can. I don't. What are you saying there, pal? There's a shop. True Geordies. He's had a few famous people on his channel, hasn't he? A couple of weeks ago, I saw someone. I forget who it was now, but they were like celebrities. No, just go for the popular ones, the cheap ones. No need to spend a lot of money. Because once you, well, because once you start drinking sake, once you get used to it, you just never stop. It's one of the most dangerous fucking drinks. And the reason for that is because it's so fucking easy to drink. But you need to get used to it first. Honestly, we as mates, we've been together and we just said, no sake today. Because it fucks you up. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, I know I remembered seeing someone famous. I like Ricky Gervais is one of the most intelligent, funny people. But I still say the Office series was fucking shite. I'll have to see if I can send you some with the T-shirt. I'll have to see if I can send you like a couple of bottles, and not sake itself because there could be problems getting customs, but some like little cups or something like that. I'll have to look that up later, Dutch babies. And I just wonder, are these small pancakes? Like, the little round ones, the very small ones. Well, I think maybe the American version is probably funnier than the British version. I'm drinking a bottle of wine. I'm just pissed. But now I'm thinking sake is on my mind. When I lived in Tokyo, I also worked in Tokyo in Roppongi, not far from Roppongi. And yet I was near the army barracks, and just in front of the army barracks there was a famous bar called Georgia, and that was I went. There was he worked for the Japan Times, Brad Glosserman, and he had his own column in the Japan Times, and he used to come into my bar, and he was getting a bit leery at times. But I think we went out there with him one night to Georgia. He had a cute German girlfriend at that time. Mrs. Georgia Wine. Is that? I can't remember. I think the Mama San was. Yeah, there was a Mama San at Georgia. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that's the joke or song that I did. Like I said, when I was bartending, I always said Georgia's on my mind, intimating that later we would go to Georgia. What? Jay, I'm talking JW now. He's from Sheffield, my city. Jay, if I'm watching a show and it takes 4 episodes before a fucking laugh, there's something fucking wrong. Do you know what I mean? Even the BBC had thoughts about it. They were thinking of cancelling it. And it just, according to my younger brother, you've got to have worked in an office and you like taking the piss out of people, and then you'll find it funny. So basically, if you're a cunt, you'll find it funny. I'm talking about my brother now. He's a cunt. X-Raptor, what are you saying there, pal? A Deutsch girl nice. I don't know what you mean there, pal. Yeah, no, I wouldn't doubt it. I think I watched half a show or one of the shows for the American X Factor. Not X Factor, I mean the American Office. And I thought it was funny, yeah. But I didn't watch all of them. Just maybe half a show or something like that. But if you got Steve Carroll in a show, you're fucking halfway there, aren't you? But like I say, Gervais is naturally funny, like me, I've been told. Oh, I thought it when if Steve Carroll left, I thought it would have finished when he left. No, he did. It's not a roofing business; it's a tiling business. Yeah, they've still got the. One brother's got 5 shops. My younger brother's got 1 shop, but he's been like on. He has done TV programs where they've used his services. Oh, I didn't know that. So did they? They brought in a new actor for Steve for Brent or whatever his name is. Yeah. So like I say, there are, but when you look at like certain shows, what the successful actors or the best actors, they go into a new series and they do well because they know what they're doing. Ted Danson went on to better shows. Fraser, that guy, he went on to better shows. Woody Harrelson went on to film career. Roseanne, she went on to be like a right wing Nazi. I saw, I saw a clip of it. Was it Red Comic Relief? He was on a sofa with someone, and it didn't look too good. And a lot of people said it didn't look too good. Sometimes it's hard to go back in it. But the thing is, you can't fucking say anything. One person makes a fucking complaint, and you can't. And that's it. The newspapers pick it up. The newspapers run with it, saying this person's a cunt, and she said this, he said that, they did this, they did that, We just pay too much attention to these people and the newspapers. People are trying to turn it around, though, especially if that person who they destroy is not a public person. If it's just a normal person, they're just trying to get some redress and saying, does this person really need to lose their livelihood or their life or have their life fucked up just for one fucking mistake? Yeah, I think lots of people are avoiding TV West. Count Arthur Strap. What is that? I don't know. I have no idea what that means. Yorkshireman. Count. I have no idea. No. What was that people used to do with the spoon and they used to stick it on the forehead? That's the first time with a knife. So when I showed my passport photograph to the two French girls last night, they, yeah, it's a butter knife, a Japanese butter knife. Yeah, they were totally in agreement that my the beard was a lot better than the beardless. All right, Sergey, have a good day, love. I might go out for another beer. I don't know yet. Yeah, well, that's all you need is a fucking butter knife. It's just a knife. That's they probably got it from some posh British book. X, good night, mate. Thanks for joining in and commenting. Appreciate it. Just checking for the comments if I missed any. Oh dear. Now is the question: do I go out for another drink, or do I go to bed? Anyway, no, I never heard of it, pal. Is this in recent years? Your sneeze? Do it. Do what? Go for another beer? I might do. I don't know. But I am tired, so. Okay, been here 2 hours now. I don't know. Oh. Maybe I could have one more beer at a shop. Cheers, Walter. I might do that, pal. But that's the only. I've only had a bottle of wine today. So. And I can use my credit card. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Joining in, commenting. Loved it. If anybody's still there and it's the first time, please come Beanie. Yeah, I'm not having a quick nap. I can't have a quick nap now. Cheers, West. Cheers, pal. Like, I'm just trying to think when's the best time to do them. But if I do them different times of the day, different people catch him. So, like, appreciate it. If this is the first time you're just watching, please click on the notification bell for my videos and for the for these broadcasts. Thanks for watching. Oh, Yasumi. Cheers, everybody. Bye bye.